Oh, hello, convention people. How are you doing? Ranger Liz here. Con season is here, right? You're getting excited for it. You're getting your suits, everything ready. You're looking to see what guests you can go to. But guys, cons are a big thing. And if you don't prepare, sometimes you might not have the best time. So I'm here today to give you 5 tips to maximize your time at conventions and help you have the best con possible. Now, this, of course, is taken from my experience of going to Comic Cons, but I'm sure you can probably apply it to any other convention you're going to go to. And if, your mileage may vary depending on if you go to a tiny local con for one day or you're going to San Diego Comic Con. But hopefully, these tips and tricks will help you have the best convention time you possibly can. Let's start with the first scenario, shall we? Get up to the front, and you're like, what? I can't bring in this switchblade? What? I can't bring in this bottle of Gatorade? Well, now you have to go back to your car, which is parked who knows where, and you're out of luck. Or how about you try to get to the venue and you realize you've parked in the wrong door? A lot of these convention centers are huge. You want to enter from a certain area. Great, now you have to tack on at least another 10 minutes of walking to your already long walking day just to get to the right entrance. Tip number 1, guys. Read the website. Read the frequently asked questions and do a quick Google on the venue. And I'm just saying, look at Google Maps. Look to see if there's big construction going on. Look to see if there's a parking lot nearby or if it's a parking garage or how far you're going to have to walk. Know the venue at least a little bit before you get there. And if you want to go really hardcore into it, look at the map, look at the floor plan of the con that you're going to. They'll have things listed like where bathrooms are, where panels are going to be, and you can get a lot of really great information from it. But if you're only going to read one thing of the actual website for the convention, please, if they have a frequently asked questions, go there. Not only are they going to answer a lot of the questions that you already have, but they're going to answer questions that you didn't even realize you had, and it's going to save you a lot of headache. How many times have you been trying to drive somewhere, and you can't even drive and have your phone out, you're trying to get directions, you're trying to figure out where to go, and then once you get in, don't have to walk back to your car because you brought something in that you shouldn't. Don't worry about it in the first place. Read the frequently asked questions. Read what you can and can't bring in. Maybe what their cosplay policy is. If it's something you're going to be cosplaying, it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run trying to fix and figure out things on the fly. Precious time that you could be spending waiting in line for something, right? Because that's what you do at conventions. You wait in line. Yeah. And for tip number 2, let's pretend this scenario. You are finally getting up to the front of your line. You've been waiting 4 hours for your Power Morphicon wristband, and you finally get up there and you gotta show them your ticket, and oh no, my screen isn't loading. My signal. I don't have a signal in here. Oh no! And then you have to run somewhere to try to find a signal, or you gotta try to figure out, because a lot of things now, if you don't print it out, they're like, hey, keep it on your phone. Well, it's a really great idea, but guess what? Sometimes, and I'm just saying, technology fails. Or you could be in the basement of a convention center or in a lower level where you don't get a really good signal. I'm saying, like last summer, I was at Power Morphicon in Pasadena, California, and my phone barely got a signal for the first day or so in the convention center. It was horrible. I couldn't connect to people. But the big thing is, if you have to have a ticket or anything that you have to prove that you have paid for, take a screen grab, people. Take a screen grab of it. And this is just great life advice if you're going to a concert, if you're going anywhere, you need your phone to have a ticket. Don't risk not having a phone signal or not getting a Wi-Fi connection and not being able to pull your ticket up. Get screenshots of everything, and that way they can scan and go regardless of you have a signal or not to actually support it. Little side tip, you're going to waste time if you have to try to find a place to charge your phone. I know a lot of phones nowadays, they can last all day when you're at a convention. Don't forget to pack one of these, though. You do not want to be wasting precious convention time standing in line when you could be standing in line just for different things. Standing in line for power, standing in line for autographs. Look, you're going to stand in line. You understand this, right? Right. So far we have read the frequently asked questions, guys. Read the website and get a basic feel for where the parking lots and things are and what you can and can't bring into the venue. 2, take screen grabs of everything. If you have those pre-purchase photo options, if you have your ticket and everything on your phone, get that screen grab. You do not want to be stuck if you don't have internet. Number 3, make a plan. It's gonna fail. fail. So why do I say make a plan if you know it's just going to fail? Because if you make a plan, you're going to have done a little bit of research. Make a plan as in, make sure you know what time you can line up to get in for the, if you have to pick up your badge or whatever. Let's say the hall opens at 9, but you can get in line starting at 7:30. Okay, keep that in mind. Maybe that's going to be the best option for you. Know when things are going to open. Know if, let's say make a plan. What if you're going to a con for 3 days, but the person you want to see is only there on Friday? Don't make that mistake. Go into it with a rough plan. I want to meet these people. I want to go to these panels, and it's going to help you be a little more easy on the fly whenever things tend to change. You can move stuff around. Plans fail, guys. Things are going to happen. Panel rooms are going to get moved. People are going to cancel. But if you have a basic plan on what you are going to do, I guarantee you are going to have more time on the con and less time on your phone, scrambling, trying to figure out what you're doing. Maximize your time in lines, not trying to figure out what line to go to next. Tip number 4. Has this ever happened to you? Oh, this panel is going to be great, and I got to get in line now. It starts in an hour, but my stomach's rumbling. But the line's already getting long. Food, line for panel. Food, line for panel. Don't make that choice anymore, my friends. Bring snacks. Okay, this is a little... Bring snacks. Things like this. Things that you can easily put in your purse or your messenger bag or whatever you are taking with you. Something like this, even though it's upside down, but a simple bar like this can tide you over for those 2 hours because you're going to wait in line for an hour for the panel, and then the panel's probably going to be an hour. It's going to tide you over, and then you can get food at your own pace. But I would say more than just bring snacks, make sure you eat before the con, and then maybe just plan on eating afterwards. Me personally, if I know I'm going to be there, let's say the con runs from 10 a.m. to about 7 p.m., I'm going to do my best to eat a good healthy breakfast, or at least some form of breakfast, right? Beforehand, I'll make some plans and I'll know that I'm going to eat afterwards. But when the convention's going on, I'm usually going to stick to snacks. Things like Slim Jims, give yourself some protein, strawberry fruit and grain. I don't really have the most healthiest options, or your keto Atkins bars. If you have those, you are not going to have to spend time waiting in the line. Story time, I was at LexCon about 3 or 4 years ago, and the line to get a burger, and I'm just saying this is a line for any place to get any sort of food in the food court, it was a 30-minute wait to get your food. You have to walk out of the convention center to get to the food court. Then you have to wait an additional 30 minutes just to get your food, try to eat, then potentially have to wait back in a line to get back in the door. You are wasting so much time during the day. Don't have to worry if I'm going to have to be able to get into this panel or not because I have to go get some food. Bring a bar, and also maybe bring a bottle of water, but check those frequently asked questions first, guys. Step 1, you might not be able to bring stuff in. Again, always read the frequently asked questions, but if you can bring in snacks, or even if you can't bring in anything, maybe you just bring in an empty water bottle and you could fill it up at a water fountain. That could simply help you out, save you a lot of time and hangriness. Everyone, wear deodorant, eat food, wear comfy shoes. That'll get you very far. Oh, tip number 5. Let's say you're at the convention, you're like, whoa, look at this amazing selection of Power Ranger stuff. I can't believe they have a Lord Zed under $60, and Mighty Morphin Meow Rangers. This is a literary classic. I can't believe it. I have to get this. Here, I'm going to pay with it with my completely real credit card. Oh, wait, you don't take cards? Oh, you do, but the Wi-Fi's out. Oh, so I need cash. Okay, I'll be right back, but don't sell the Meow Rangers book. I will probably be back, okay? For my completely real credit card that wasn't working. Let's go. Okay, I'm back. I have $52 or something and a completely real credit card, and where'd Meow Rangers go? Well, oh, somebody paid with it with cash because you don't take card, and now it's gone. No! Don't let that happen to you. Don't be the one saying, I can't believe I missed out on something because you don't have cash. Guys, cash is king when it comes to conventions. There are going to be places that take credit cards, don't get me wrong, but don't expect everyone to do it, especially if you're going to Artist Alley and places like that, the small creators, you have to pay a fee. I mean, you got to pay for that Square reader. You have to pay a fee on every transactions. And what if the con, oh, you want to get the convention Wi-Fi? That's another $100. There's a lot of reasons people might not have an ability to take credit cards. You need that cash. It's great for quick transactions. Let's say you just want to pick up a button or two. Are you really going to try to put $3 on your credit card in the mass of this con? They might not even take it. Just bring some cash with you. I mean, my rule of thumb is I use cash for anything. I give myself an allotment of I have this amount of money and that's what I'm going to use on the floor, and when it's done, it's done. It also helps with your budget spending. But look, don't be the person who has to waste time in the convention because you want to get something and you realize the thing you really want to get you can't get because you need cash. Not only are you going to have to try to run to the other side of the convention center, probably you might have to run across the street to get to a bank where you're going to have to pay fees on it because it's not going to be your local bank. It just, overall, you're going to waste so much time if you're trying to get more cash and more money and pay more fees. Bring cash with you to start, and it's going to make all of your transactions that much easier. And also, it's a little easier too, you know, you can maybe get a deal on the last day of the con. Get some bundles together. Promise you, if you have $60 in cash, they're probably going to make you a little better deal for something that was $65 as opposed to if you have a card. It's just my personal experience, but your mileage may vary. And now that you have so much more free time after doing all of these things to prepare and be ready for your convention, I hope you are going to have more time to enjoy yourself, because at the end of the day, conventions are fun. They can be very, very stressful, don't get me wrong, but have fun and enjoy yourself. 5 easy things to do to make sure your trip is best. Read the frequently asked questions and take a basic look at the venue. 2, screen grabs on everything. Don't worry about having to try to run somewhere to get Wi-Fi or spend time waiting in a line twice just because you now have a signal. 3, make a plan. It's probably going to fail, but at the end of the day, you're going to be really thankful that you did make that plan and you have a basic idea of what you're going to be doing every day. 4, lots of snacks. Again, that's just way too big, but bring some snacks. It's going to save you time not having to wait in really long lines in the convention center, and it's also going to save you some cash that you can use for other things, because my friends, cash is king at conventions, and they might not take your super official credit card. Ranger Liz. There you go. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this silly video with me. If you haven't done already, I do a lot of Power Ranger content. Hit that subscribe button if you will. Every Friday I bring you the Ranger Week in Review, the show that goes over everything that happened in your world of Power Rangers. Have a great time at your next convention, guys, and hopefully these tips will help you. I'll see you later.